Thank you to the leaders of professional aviation safety specialists and greetings at your convention. With a special hello to your officers, Dave and Carlos, who are two of my favorite labor partners in Washington. As a flight attendant in training exactly 27 years ago, the airline made me terrified of seeing any one of you during the course of my workday. Ha! Now I understand just how important that is, because it meant everyone took seriously the accountability you ensure in our national air transportation system that makes us safe. And now I understand even better that it was the company that feared you, and that especially makes us all safer. You are fundamental to the safety of aviation, and the 50,000 members of the Association of Flight Attendants CWA can't do our jobs without you. When it comes to aviation safety, there's no room for error or uncertainty. Aviation can only thrive when passengers have full confidence they'll be safe aboard our planes. It's simply not possible without the critical safety, integrity, and reliability work you do every day. That's one reason our union has always been proud to work shoulder to shoulder with past members to protect the integrity of our system and safeguard real voice and respect for everyone who works in aviation. Since I became a union flight attendant in 1996, I've seen huge changes and tragedies. United Flight 175 was the route I often worked, and the crew whose lives were taken on that flight on 9/11 were dear friends of mine. I cut my teeth as a unionist in the fight to protect our jobs and benefits from corporate greed in the bankruptcies that followed. Then, of course, the COVID pandemic hit our industry like a hurricane, and we couldn't have survived without your efforts to keep our industry functioning and support for the Workers First payroll support program that kept millions of aviation workers attached to our jobs, current on our certifications, and ready to fly again. Now, we need no more extensions or threats of government shutdowns in order to strengthen our industry. Top priority is funding the FAA and setting safety priorities in a strong FAA bill that is passed by Congress and signed into law by the President before the September 30th deadline. We know all too well how important this is for your jobs, but flight attendants will continue to be stranded across the system in operational meltdowns too, as long as we fail to fully staff the FAA and invest in the infrastructure necessary to advance our national aviation system. This is our time to rise as labor across our industry and the entire economy. Thanks to the advocacy of federal workers and our union family, President Biden restored bargaining rights and benefits that were stripped away by the previous administration. We've made huge progress in securing safe working conditions and recognition on the job for all aviation workers, but there's much more work to do. Our organizing drive at Delta Airlines for 27,000 flight attendants is about strengthening our collective voice and demand for safety on the job and in aviation. Thank you for your support of Delta workers who are organizing the only major airline without a union for flight attendants, ramp, or mechanics. We will continue to work with you hand in hand to deliver fair pay and benefits and full funding for your agencies and your mission as we push forward getting a union card in the hand of every worker who wants it. We'll speak up to oppose any efforts to privatize air traffic control, and we'll work for a legislative solution to ensure that federal workers have full union rights, rights that can't simply be rescinded by the next anti-worker administration. Thank you for your solidarity, your commitment to your work, and our partnership in our crucial industry. We've overcome so much together, and we're just getting started. Together, we can create a bright future for every aviation worker and a thriving, safe aviation industry that supports our entire country. Thank you all, and fly safe.